I think I'm live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's doing well. It is the beginning of Season 17 of Go Battle League. I think it's called Timeless Travels is the name of the season. But yeah, today we're going to be doing some first impressions of the move updates in the game. It's going to be a pretty short stream today because I do actually have to work in about an hour or so. But I figured I'd go live for a little bit and at least do some of my battles. And yeah, I think I'm going to try Retro Cup first. I wanted to try to use a team that I ran last time this cup was around with Oranguru when it was first added in the game. But I want to try running it with, I think if I'm not mistaken, I got Trailblaze as a move. So I'm going to try to put Foul Play and Trailblaze, mainly because I feel that Confusion chip damage might be valuable in this format. We'll see. I think that's what I saw. Maybe I should verify this before I just waste all my charge TMs. I'm pretty sure I saw Oranguru got a new move. Let me just make sure. Yo, what is up, Rick and Morty? Great to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did, but yeah, I don't want to just sit here and waste all my charge TMs. Alright, where is the official? It's funny how if I search Go Battle League official on Google, it doesn't even seem like, okay, there it is. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I haven't really tried to grow out a mustache. I feel like I've never tried to grow out a mustache ever. And I'm like trying for my first time. It's still kind of coming in, but I'll clean up with a baby face. Yeah. Perpetually looking like I'm in college my entire life. I'm pretty sure Oranguru got access to Trailblaze. Let me make sure this is correct. I'm scrolling down. I remember it caught my eye. Yeah, it can learn Trailblaze, so I'm not crazy. It's just that I'm unlucky. Wow. It's probably altering between 3 moves and somehow I'm... Finally! Okay. Good to see you, Chimchar. Alright, finally got the move we wanted. So yeah, today we're gonna... just kind of... it'll be a shorter stream because I do gotta work. But I just wanted to touch base with the new season. So we'll jump right into our sets. I look younger. Yeah, I know. When I'm cleaned up, I just look younger. I pretty much look almost... I feel like I probably just look the same as I've looked when I was in college. So the thing is, I guess whenever... I have a set here that has 1 battle complete already. I must have stopped playing after 1 battle. So we'll just pick it up from there. I'll just jump into it. I mean, we'll see. I mean, maybe Trailblaze won't be too useful in this format. I feel like Foul Play is kind of essential, at least with like the team I'm running. We'll see. Alright, so we get Shadow Venusaur lead. Ooh, that's kind of scary. I think I'll actually stay in with Metacham here. Just because we can kind of threaten Venusaur with our charge move still. This is a team I ran. I'm in Retro Cup right now, so in Retro, all Steel types, Dark types, and Fairy types are not allowed in this format. So I should have actually just thrown Ice Punch. They're gonna shield. Okay, cool. Okay, they got a defense drop though, so that's kind of huge. I think I'll let the first X-Scissor go through only because they definitely have 2 frenzies. Oh wait, just a Fell Stinger, so that's even better. That worked out really good. I ran this team last Retro Cup, and I just wanted to... Since there's no... I don't think there's any rankings currently online. I wanted to just run a team I already ran to see what the format is like, because there is a move update. There are some Pokemon that have been added in the game since. So yeah. Alright. Honestly, at this point, I might as well just shield. And just farm it. And I'm just gonna go for the foul play right as Venusaur comes in. And then it's pretty much GG. I don't think there's any way they can win this at this point. Yeah. Dang, Oranguru actually kind of wrecked in that fight. Yeah, the last time I ran this... Well, so last Retro Cup, Oranguru was new in the game. But then again, maybe there was a Retro Cup between then. Last time I was actively playing Retro Cup, Oranguru was new. Thanks for tuning in today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all doing well. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be doing some battles today. It won't be a full stream because I do have to work. I'm going to save swap into Lickitung here. These are spicy Pokemon, wow. Okay, we get the Scyther. I'll just let it go through. I mean, I think it's X-Scissor, probably, right? Or Night Slash, that makes sense. Trying to go for the boost. And they actually get it. What? Wow. That's nuts. Okay. Get shield. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna let it go through. Yeah. Throw the body slam here with Lickitung. And then we'll see what ends up happening. They let it go through, that's good. There's probably no reason to shield here. They didn't switch out. It's not like we have to win switch in this situation. Don't let her know it exists. Alright, we're bringing Oranguru to finish up Scyther. I have no idea what to expect with this team. Right on, wow. Wait, do we actually get to use Trailblaze here though? That'd be kind of crazy. They're gonna shield more than likely, but if they don't... Actually, it doesn't really matter. I feel like even foul play would probably be enough. Oh boy, we get it. Dang, that's actually kind of insane. Dude, Oranguru might actually be a monster in this format. With Trailblaze. Trying to decide, do I switch out here? Probably should have switched out into Medicham. But we have 2 shields, so it doesn't really matter, you know? Yeah, I could have switched out. Imagine we got like a defense drop. Oh my gosh, I mean, not that they could like outpace us with energy at that point, but it's kind of crazy. I was just thinking like, what's like the worst case scenario that could happen there? Yo, what's up, Alfie? Great to see you, buddy. All right, GG. So this set I already had one battle played from last season, so there's only 4 matches I can do in this first set, but technically I'm undefeated so far. We'll see. You know what's so crazy? When I got back into Go Battle League last season, I completely forgot some of the Pokemon I actually have. Like, I don't have like a... Like, this is this Lickitung I have. I think it's like 15, 14 IVs. So it's not like a true XL Lickitung. But I actually forgot that I even just had a Lickitung I could use. And to a degree, even running the max attack Lickitung can be better in some scenarios. Alright. Yo, I'm seeing some of the spiciest stuff right now. I'm just gonna stay in on Fearow because it's a Fearow. Okay, they're not even attacking. Like, what is this first set? I'm playing Retro Cup right now. I'm using a team I used last time I played Retro Cup, which again, I can't honestly don't even know if it's the most, okay, so they are here. They shielded after that. They're playing, you know, letting me get one charge attack off before they start playing the match. They're really putting they're playing at a difficulty level that we can just commend here. Yo, what is going on? Like, the thing that's interesting to me here is that, like, yeah, we could say these are casual players, whatever, but the fact that they're playing 14 minutes after the season started is actually just insane to me. like, maybe people feel like it's easier at the beginning of the season. I mean, technically can seem that way. Like, this person woke up today and was like, season 17 of GPL is here. I'm ready. Retro Cup is where I'm gonna shine. 17 seasons later. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. Yeah, some of these matches are. I feel like I'm facing an NPC. I'm trying to fix my mic. I keep bumping into it. Let me just finish up this first set. But yeah, I'm not gonna be here for a full 2 hours. I gotta work soon, so I'm just gonna sit here and do some battles, hang out for a bit. I'll try to make some videos like later this weekend or such. Alright, I mean, love to see that. Got a Great lead. My team looks so meta. Honestly though, I think one thing I was kind of learning about last season is, as much as I love running Spice, there actually is a lot to just kind of playing the matches more rock, paper, scissors, if that makes sense. I gravitated more towards the niche cups last cycle, and it made me realize that a lot of times it's better to kind of get good at the RPS than just kind of run off meta, because some of these Pokemon are running around commonly just purely based on the fact that they have enough bulk on them to live in unlikely scenarios and flip matchups that typically are really bad for them. Like Medicham is one Pokemon, for example, that's just insanely good at flipping matchups. Alright. This is fine again, like, I'm not too concerned. I could have switched out an Oranguru there and probably did some, you know, safe switch type of maneuvering. But honestly, I look at this also as a scenario where I could just bring an Oranguru with 2 shields and just kind of chip down, build up energy on Great. And depending on what they have in the back, Lickitung will more than likely be able to handle it. I couldn't remember how popular ghost types are in this format. I feel like there's a lot of normal types running around. Okay. That's so funny I say that, and literally there's a ghost type right here. Okay, yeah, I remember Trevenant was definitely a thing in this cup, because foul play was a very, very much helpful move to have on the team. Yeah, it's game. they're just sitting there, they don't even top left, they just wait. They just sat there. They just accepted their fate. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Medicham is insane. So I actually saw Azumarill back on top in Great League. It's ranked, it's the top ranked Pokemon currently on PvPoke. Which leads me to believe that maybe my team with Scrafty, Tentacruel, and Cresselia, I was gonna run that, but then I was like, you know, there's no need to go like, I mean, is that try hard? Not, it's a little spicy, but to me, that's like try hard is running that team. I didn't feel like day one I needed to be running that team in open Great League, but I do feel like if Azumarill's on top and we're going to see a lot of Azumarill type teams, poison types are definitely going to rise up, and Tentacruel has always been one of my favorite Pokemon to use whenever Azumarill becomes pretty popular as a choice in Great League. So yeah, there's a really good chance I'll be making a video here soon, or maybe I'll do a live stream where I'm running my OG team. Thanks, yo. Yeah, I think it might be good this season. I mean, granted, there's some new Pokemon like Clodsire, which are kind of annoying to deal with, but it's also not like the worst thing to deal with, you know? I mean, we've dealt with like Stunfisks and such. I mean, granted, Stunfisk is actually a little bit more bearable, but I guess Cresselia with Confusion can be a pretty good answer to Clodsire as well. But yeah, let me jump into our first official set. I'm not gonna record that set. It's technically a 4-0 because I had a battle that I completed last season. I didn't realize it carries over to the next season. So I only did 4 battles so far and they were all wins. So I'm not gonna mark it down, it's whatever. Yeah, sorry, my hair is like wild in today. I mean, I just woke up and this is what I look like. But yeah, let's we're playing Retro Cup right now if you're wondering. Just testing out some stuff. Okay, so we get Tentacruel here. It's always tough to know if it's worth baiting or not in these scenarios. I think I'm just gonna throw the Psychic. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna throw a Psychic and switch out. Because I don't want to stay in and take Poison Jab damage. I'll just safe swap the Lickitung here. That'd be fine. Okay, we got Lickitung in. And yeah, I'm just gonna build up some energy. I'm not gonna shield. It's okay if they throw Scald. It'd stink if they got attack drop, but it's okay, regardless. Okay, they're just throwing acid sprays, that's fine. I'm just gonna go for the Power Whip because it does... I feel like it does a little bit more damage here, even though it's neutral. Okay, they end up shielding. Interesting. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna let it go. I know it seems crazy to let this go. Okay, they actually bait anyways, so that worked out really good. My thought process was let it go to Scald if they were going to throw it and just bring in Oranguru and build up energy to try to get to a Trailblaze and power up our Confusion damage. But yeah. Okay, so they have Wish Cash here. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get to the Power Whip, but that's fine. I'm just going to throw the Body Slam and let... I think I'll just let it go. That way I don't like lose Switch. It's not like it gains so much energy, it's too threatening. You know how funny that would be? Okay, this is only 1430 CP, I just realized. It'd be kind of crazy if this had return. I'll let this first one go through. Wait, what the fuck? You can't make that stuff up, yo. It literally threw return at me. Yeah, you know what? It might be. Now you mention it. Yo, this is the most obscene team. Like I said, a lot of these people are probably just playing for the first time. That was actually kind of crazy. I need to stop saying things because everything I've like kind of talked about so far has come to fruition. I mentioned ghost type Pokemon comes in. I say, wouldn't that be funny if this purified Wish Cash used return? It literally used return. I've never seen that in my entire history of playing. I mean, granted, Shadow Wish Cash hasn't been around so long, but wow. 19 minutes in and I've seen it all. Alright, let's see what we get here. Gastrodon, okay. Not a bad situation for us. I don't know if it's worth baiting here. I mean, granted, Ice Punch damage will still do a little bit. But I'd rather get a shield, and if they don't shield, I'd rather punish them for not shielding. I mean, getting a shield with Ice Punch would be amazing, but I feel like they don't necessarily need to predict this that much. Okay, I'm gonna safe swap here. Alright, they made a great call. They made a really nice decision there to switch out the Vigoroth, so this might be a little tough on us, so we'll find out. Just try to get off as much chip damage on Vigoroth here. It's unclear if this is a Brick Break variant or not. I think I'm gonna risk it. Okay, they do Body Slam, that's fine. We're putting a lot of reliance on Oranguru, but I feel like Oranguru might actually be a pretty... I remember it being a pretty decent pick in Retro Cup when it came out. Like, I don't even necessarily think you need to use Trailblaze in any regard. I just want to try it out. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button. It does help my content reach a wider audience here on YouTube. Alright. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have shielded that. I'll just let it go, I think. And just pretty much rely on Oranguru for this fight. It's definitely a tough one. I guess I'll let the Body Slam go through. Oh, good call, good call, good call. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, them getting that Earth Power off is really nice. But to be fair, if I would have shielded Body Slam, they would have connected it anyways. Oh, they got the Body Slam. Yeah, I had a feeling they were going to be able to do that. Well played. Yeah, I think in this one especially, I should have just stayed in at the very beginning instead of switching out to Lickitung. A little mistake there. Like, honestly, I feel like even just like committing a shield earlier in the match probably would have been better. The Vigoroth matchup into Lickitung is tough though. It's like, I don't want to like feed it too much energy, but I ended up doing that anyways. Alright, so we get Lantern Lead. Yeah, one thing I realized too last season when I was getting back into Go Battle League, I'm very rusty at the game. I try to prioritize not playing every day just because I want to try to have some sense of sanity still. But yeah, I was like I just realized that a lot of times I don't count and I lose track of energy throughout the match. And that's like pretty much the difference of being like a top leaderboard player versus just like doing well in the game. Alright, they're probably not going to shield this. I think... I'm trying to think like what I want to do here. I think I'm just going to let Medicham go, honestly. I don't know if winning Switch is too valuable here. I'll just bring Oranguru and try to build up a little bit of energy. Alright, let's find out what we can do here. Okay, so they bring in Quagsire. Let's see if they shield or not. Because they might be thinking they can take one move, potentially. Holy smokes. I mean, it's a Trailblaze too. Like, keep in mind it's a non-stab Trailblaze. That still hurts. I meant to shield that. Hopefully that doesn't bite us in the butt, not shielding that. Alright, I think we're good. I'm just gonna go for another Trailblaze, so I can just keep buffing up my confusion damage. Smeargle owns in this cup? Imagine using Smeargle. I'll commit a shield, I'll go for Foul Play, then I'll just switch in Lickitung. I really like Oranguru. I mean, I'll just double shield. It's not like they can one-shot Lickitung with a Hurricane or anything like that. So I'll just foul play, and then I'll switch in Lickitung and go for a Body Slam to finish off. Oh, actually, we probably could just lick down, in fact. Yeah, GG. Like I said, we're just gonna do... We're not gonna do our complete sets today on stream because I gotta work. I want to give myself some time to still just get in the right headspace before I go in tonight. Alright. Let's see how this battle goes. The battles are definitely getting a little more interesting. Alright, so we get a Jellicent lead. Now that is looking more like a tough matchup for us. Okay, they switch in Miltank as a safe swap. Shiny one, in fact, so we gotta be careful. Shinies do more damage. That's not actually a fact if you didn't understand. I'm pretty sure we could just take these. So I'm just gonna let the Body Slams go through. The only downside is that our lick damage is resisted. So I feel like Miltank could probably flip this matchup. Maybe. It has rollout, Body Slam. I'll let it go through. Ooh, good call to go for the Thunderbolt. Yeah, it's a little scary because Jellicent's kind of a problem. And it's like, did I really want to commit a shield there? You know? Like, this just puts us in a pickle. Because unless Oranguru can just, like, deal with the rest of the team, we're not in a good position. You know what? I'm just gonna shield. I don't even care, at this point. Even if they have all shields, they can surf though upon coming back in. That's the only downside. Yeah, maybe I should have thrown it regardless the move, but I feel like I'm just kind of in a pickle regardless. Because, like, if I lose alignment, like, what am I really gonna do here? That's my main concern here in the fight. Shadow Ball is their best play, but it still isn't, like, the best. I would like Techno if I had robot ears. I mean, I enjoy listening to the beeps and boops. If we somehow are able to pull off this win, I honestly feel like this is a loss. Like, how could I come back from this? Huh. Can I come back? Is this a seed bomb? It has to be, right? I mean, I'm still gonna lose. There's just no way. They'll be able to seed bomb Oranguru before I can farm it down. Also, they might just build up energy. That would be pretty smart, actually. But did they? I mean, they might have double seed bomb. No, they go for Shadow Ball. Yeah, they can get to the seed bomb for sure. It's kind of crazy though, because that actually got a lot closer than I thought. Love the ape, and now with Trailblaze, I'm excited to try more. Ryan, yeah, it's actually been a lot of fun so far in the Retro Cup. Shout out to my homie RC Cola. Great to see you, homie. Yeah, in that fight, I got Jellicent lead into my Medicham, and I just feel like I should have just kept one shield and pretty much just accept that I wasn't going to get alignment in that fight. But yeah, it's fine. I think Oranguru overall is a pretty good pick in the Retro Cup. I'm gonna safe swap here to Lickitung. Okay, they have Toxicroak. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. I'll let the first one... Actually, I think even a double shield here would be worth it. Let's see what they decide to do. I mean, more than likely they're going to commit the shield and try to get my second shield. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just going to let it go. I think what I want to do here is try to just get to a Psychic on Pelipper. Okay, so they bring in Golbat. Okay. Interesting. I think this is actually good for me. I could have gone for Ice Punch here, safely. Okay, they don't shield. I bring in Oranguru and just remove it. Okay. Alright, they just quit. Alright, I got kind of lucky there that they had the... I don't know what they're thinking there, but yeah. So that was a tough one. 3-2, but I feel like I could have played some of those matches a little sharper. Hey, Arpad. So pretty much I was like right before Catch Cup, I was at 2818, and then I told myself I wasn't gonna play any of Catch Cup, but I guess I just kept thinking like, oh, this is my chance to hit Legend. I dropped all the way down to 2400 because I was running Shadow Hitmonlee off. And at that point, I was like, I just need to like take the rest of the season off. I'm not gonna hit Legend. Like I could maybe if I played every day once the 3 formats came back, but I was like, you know, the chances of me hitting Legend in that final week are very slim. So I decided just to like stop playing for the rest of the season. So I didn't hit Legend at the end of last season, but I also admit that I feel like I'm very rusty. Like I feel that I made a lot of mistakes throughout my push. There's a lot of matches that I definitely were like 3-2 sets that could have been 4-1s, etc. But yeah, for the most part, I still had fun playing. It's just that, like, you know, it's just one of the things that I told myself last like season that I wanted to play for fun, and I'm still proud that I like stuck to that notion with it. Because I mean, people commented on my videos, some of the teams that I posted, that they helped them push to Legend last season. And honestly, that's all that matters to me, is if other people were able to take some of the teams I was posting and utilize them to help them in their push, that's great. I could care less, honestly, if I hit Legend. But I do want to try to use this season to take what I learned with my faults last season and try to apply it. Because I guess I also took it for granted, because if any of you have been a subscriber to my channel, I've hit Legend pretty much almost every season. And I stopped playing for a couple seasons because I just wasn't really enjoying the state of the game. I came back last season fully confident I could just hit Legend right out the gate. But there's something I've realized as the game has kind of progressed, and I don't know, it's something that is maybe just like my preference of how I like to play the game, but like right now I'm running Metacham and Lickitung in Retro Cup, but I'm never a big fan of running meta picks. And this last season I gravitated towards the RPS formats a lot, and I started to realize I've been avoiding running the best teams in Go Battle League just purely out of the fact that I just don't enjoy running them because I feel like it's very stale. But like, there's definitely something to it. I mean, I have videos on my channel where I've hit Legend in 300 battles, running meta teams. It's just that I just do not enjoy running meta at all in this game. But that's something that I feel like I think it's important to make adjustments, build your own team, something that makes sense within the meta and run it. But like sometimes I get so spicy, I just take straight up L's. Like I've tested out teams that I just drop like 200 points and then I have to grind to gain all that back. And then, you know what I mean? It's just like one of those things. But oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Arpad. That's right. I remember that. Yeah, it's all good. You know what I mean? Dude, JJ, great to see you, bro. I know. It's been a minute. You went from 29 to 25 during catch up. Dang. That's nuts. That's still impressive, bro, that you're able to climb back up there. Yeah, like, this is the whole thing, like, I don't want to stress myself out about hitting Legend ever. Like, especially after my first experiences playing this game where, you know, I, like, Season 3, I was 10 in the world, and it's gotten a lot harder. Like, understand, the competition's harder now than it's ever been. But I tend to have an issue with Pokemon competitive accessibility in general. Like, Pokemon Go is in a weird state where if you're a whale and you grind a lot, you tend to benefit more. Like, imagine, like, for how many XL Lickitungs and Medichams I saw in Catch Cup, it's kind of insane, honestly. But also keep in mind that there's people that are playing for the first time, and those are their very first Medichams and Lickitungs. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and just write it off, but it's kind of insane how many XL Pokemon I saw in Catch Cup. But to be fair, if you're planning this stuff at the beginning of the season, those are obtainable goals. I mean, Catch Cup is probably one of the best formats to hit Legend in because it's so... the scale of balance in it is so skewed that, yeah, I'd say it's probably worth looking into. Yo, what's up, Kagam? Great to see you. Oh, wow, I can't believe... I was going to shield that. I can't believe that was the right call. I was distracted. I was like, this is definitely a superpower, right? This Lickitung I'm running is actually 15, 14, 14. This is not even an XL Lickitung. I mean, it is technically XL, but it's not... Like, this Medicham is 15, 14, 14, and my Lickitung... Like, these are ones I built at the very beginning of Go Battle League. Like, it was one of the first couple seasons of the game. But yeah, I feel your pain, everyone. Like, I mean, I don't even have a true XL Lickitung myself. But granted, sometimes it's better to just have the Pokemon versus not having it. Yeah, some of them, yeah, like, that's so true, though. Like, that's what I'm trying to say is, if you're a whale and you hatch Pokemon frequently, you catch a lot, you raid a lot, it's really manageable to build a second Medicham or a second Lickitung, you know? And it's really just one of those things that comes with, like, I don't know. Pokemon games in general just tend to be really fun to play, but on a competitive level, no matter what game you look at, whether it be, whether you're looking at Pokemon, the TCG game, you're looking at the main series game, you're looking at Go, you're looking at Unite, they all have some weird element of either like microtransaction or just time, or macro transaction in the case of like playing TCG or the main series games. So yeah, it's kind of like, I like playing Pokemon games, but I could, like, I mean, I literally have a video on this channel, on my YouTube channel, talking about how I don't want to be the top battler in Pokemon Go. Like, I used to really care about it, you know, like I tried to strive to hit Legend every season, try to aim for hitting some sort of leaderboard position. But when you realize that it's all fleeting and it's just really, it rewards people for different reasons. You know, I love playing Pokemon games because there's a lot of versatility how you can play the games competitively. There's a lot of interesting niche strategies you can pull out and have fun with. But yeah, with that being said, like I said, people who are able to build multiple XL Lickitungs and Medichams just to skew their competitive advantage in a cup like that, it's a little you know, it's hard to get super excited about a game like that. Like, that's my main gripe with the game. I mean, I've always kind of felt this way about Pokemon, like, Go. I mean, I literally have a whole essay on my channel called How XL Candies Ruined Pokemon Go Competitively. Dang, the Aeroblast actually was pretty insane, but I thought it was gonna be a Sky Attack. But yeah, XL's definitely, in my opinion, just ruined the game. I appreciate that, Arfad. I'm glad you're enjoying the listen, you know? You built another Jelly Gligar and Ice Dragon. Oh, the, not Frigibax. Is it called Frigibax? I'm about to get taken down here. Yeah, Factions is fun. I stopped playing Factions, but when I was playing it, that was probably like, legitimately, playing Factions was probably my highest skill level of playing this game. Like, it's when I cared the most, when I was experimenting with Spice the most, when I was flipping matchups, playing Spice purely based on skill, which is really hard to do, honestly. Like, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I enjoy it so, but it's just tough. Yeah, this is a loss for sure. I actually, I didn't think there was any way I could have won this regardless. I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, I enjoy playing the game, but I can't take it too serious. Like, I could care less about losing anymore. I built a second Jellicent myself, but I made the issue of, I invested in a Guzzlord that I was convinced, I swear, I was looking at this Guzzlord I traded with my friend, and I verified multiple times that it was, in fact, a Guzzlord that was from the Catch Cup period. But whenever I ended up powering it up and stuff, I realized it was from last year. I'm like, how did I not see this? I made clear to sit down and verify the date on it, and I don't know, it was just really unfortunate. Yeah, this set, it looks like we're getting some hard counter leads, but yeah, whatever. It's like day one of Retro Cup. Who really knows? I did actually face Poke AK though. At one point, I dropped so low. I was at like 2300 and I faced Poke AK in the Catch Cup. I felt kind of, I didn't feel bad actually, but I literally hard countered him too. I was just thinking to myself when I was facing him, I'm like, bro, this guy is gonna be on it about an algorithm. You know? Like, legitimately, whenever I was running, like, I was running Shadow Hitmontop in Catch Cup, which is stupid, just so you understand. It's so bad. I ran that shit, and I got matched up against Poke AK. I'm trying to remember what he led, but it was like I had Shadow Hitmontop into his, like, normal type or whatever it was, and then he switched, and I just had a hard counter switch too. Yeah, I know he was probably upset about it. Oh, nice. You finally got the Tapu, but now Ozzy's back on top. Yeah, that's typically how it works, right? I mean, this match is over. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if there's one thing with my content I could try to promote these days is, like, it's really not worth, like, investing too much time in Pokemon Go. Like, it's important to play enough that you're still enjoying the game, you're having fun doing the things you're doing. You know, maybe if you're, like, out traveling or you're walking around, maybe you're, like, walking somewhere. It's a fun game to play. I mean, it's hard to deny it's still a fun game to play. But, yeah, I mean, it's hard to, like, keep up with things these days. I feel like I've been seeing on Reddit, too, that a lot of players are just kind of, like, casual players are just getting sick of the game. I mean, unless they introduce something super game-changing in the game, like, I don't know, like, the competitive aspect of it gets extremely stale. Like, the only thing I truly enjoy playing and, like, doing in the game competitively is just, like, running completely off the wall team comps and trying to utilize them. You know, like, not just not things that are random, but things that make sense, but they require me to pretty much make every call correctly. Like, those are fun challenges for me personally, but yeah, otherwise, I don't know. I don't know how much the move changes make too much of a difference. I mean, Ozymeryl's back on top in Great League, but you know, it's just a ranking. Ozymeryl is still like good, even prior to this change or update. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, like the first season Go was in. Like, I tried to play the first season competitively, but I think during last like I was playing VGC primarily during the last cycle. I'm taking a break right now because I'm saving money in general. But I tried playing Go at one tournament, and granted, you know, I was extremely rusty. I didn't really feel good about my experience. I've never played a game competitively that made me that upset after. Like, that's the thing about playing Pokemon Go, is that a lot of times there's factors outside of your control that cost you matches. And I feel like this game does a great job at making you feel bad about yourself. It's just one of those games, yo. Alright, let's see if we can pull this off with Oranguru here. Like, even in VGC, I've had losses that I've, like I never feel bad about them. I feel that they're always learning moments. But in Go, I feel like there's nothing you can learn. At least, like, in a blind best-of-1 match. And, like, when you're playing ladder, it just is frustration. You know, unless you're just dominating the ladder. And granted, understand, like, what I'm trying to say is it's not worth getting upset over Go Battle League at all. You should never get upset over a loss in this game. But what it makes you feel like, I mean, you have people out here talking about algorithms and shit, you know what I mean? Like, and the only reason why that conversation exists is because this game just typically doesn't make you feel good as a consumer when you're playing it. Because all you're reminded is that people who spend more time and money than you are gonna have a better time. Like, that's just facts. And, like, granted, like, the time and money aspect doesn't mean you're all of a sudden gonna be good at the game. Like, for sure, you're not just gonna all of a sudden be a top player. But, like, it definitely makes a huge difference. Pretty much most formats that I've been able to just climb in, a lot of times it's trying to take advantage of a Pokemon that is meta relevant, that is either hidden behind a paywall, or it's like something you have to like trade with a low level player. Like, there's a lot of layers to it that it's like just not fair, pretty much. They could put in some new useful stuff in eggs, make it more like, yeah, that's actually a good point. You're excited for the Sinnoh thing, not excited because of how bad reception is going to be, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm in LA also, so I mean, that would be a fun social event. It could be a good time. Alright, this is pretty much GG. So we're 2-3 set, but you know, it is what it is. It's how the game is. We had some pretty tough leads and switches at the beginning of this fight. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, you know, I want to try my best to help people get better at the game. Provide some insight whenever I'm playing. But I think that's pretty much my goal on this channel. Like, I do want to hit Legend. Just to do it. But yeah, simultaneously, it just becomes such a grind. And realistically, I just can't spend as much time of it. Like, making content on top of just playing the games is a lot of time, you know? And I have other pursuits, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a life outside of this, believe it or not. No, I didn't hit it last season. I was saying that I was at 28-18 in Catch Cup, and I should have been patient and not played Catch Cup. But I thought in my head, like, oh, I'm going to catch people off guard with my team, and I'm going to be able to climb. But the reality was, I ended up seeing, like, Lickitung, Medicham, XL, like, literally the most meta stuff. Like, it felt like I was playing Open Great League. It wasn't Catch Cup. So yeah, it was unfortunate. I dropped down to the 2400s, and I just gave up after that point. I was like, I think I'll save myself a lot of time and mental anguish just not trying. So I just decided, yeah, I'm gonna not hit legend. You got rank 16. That's still fun, you know? How's their PvP going? It's going alright today. Just playing some Retro Cup. I think this will be my last set of the stream just because I gotta get ready for work. But yeah, just talking about Pokemon Go. How it's a fun game to play, but definitely feels a little imbalanced about a competitive scene. But I mean, it's not new. It's how gaming kind of is these days. Yeah, that's kind of my point too. I mean, I'm working on a film right now. I don't know if some of you know, but I'm an animator, and I've been working on a film. And like outside of even just that, like I have so many things I'm working on. Like I'm planning on eventually developing my own game for Steam, which is something that is a little down the line. But yeah, these are the things, like I have like actual projects I'm working on that have nothing to do with Pokemon that I'm trying to like lay down plans and finish stuff for in the background. It's just tough to make time for everything. And you know, that's the thing, you know, at one point, whenever I was working on my YouTube channel originally, like one of my goals was to hit 1,000 subscribers. And now that I have over 1,000 subscribers, it's like, you know, the reality sinks in where it's like, unless you're just sitting there pumping out content almost daily, like something like Go Battle League, Return, these people are crazy. Go Battle League content has a like shelf life on it. Like whenever you make a video for Go Battle League, it is pretty much only relevant for maybe that season for the most part. And unless you're like getting crazy amount of views, I mean, granted, my channel's actually been doing pretty good like last season. But my point is, unless you're like pumping out content like almost daily, you're probably not making any real return like monetarily or whatever on YouTube. I guess what I'm trying to say is that like, sometimes when you're creating stuff, you think like you'll get somewhere and like that'll be the answer you've been seeking for, but it's not. It's really not. I guess is what I'm saying. A female feature film? No, it's actually I've shown it on my stream before. It's called The Whiskey Child. It's like this bandito. It's kind of like a Western. I mean, in the short film, it's a 3-minute short film. It's really vague about the experience of the character and such. I mean, it's just like supposed to be interesting and like world building. But even my video game that I'm planning on developing, it's actually based on this same character. So my plan is to finish my film hopefully next year sometime. Like that's the goal. I mean, I'm animating it all myself, so it takes a long time. It's currently like about 50-60% done. But my plan is to finish it, send it out to film festivals, upload it to YouTube, and then hopefully like sometime after that, I'll start planning out my game I want to release for Steam. So I have some experience when I was younger. I used to dabble a lot with Game Maker, which is the same program they still use for like some indie developers use. And what I'm trying to say is I'm an artist. I'm a musician. I'm a nerd. I like gaming. I know how to do basic computer programming. And pretty much anything I don't know how to do, it's on the internet, so I could find out how to do it. So I realized more recently, because I've always wanted to make a short series with my character, the Whiskey Child. A very concrete series. Like, I don't want to be like an endless show where there's like multiple seasons. I always saw it as, it'd be an A to B type plot. You know, you watch the progression of the character and whatever I'm trying to say with the story, then there it is. But that's such a... Doing something like that is actually extremely difficult. You know, you can only imagine if I'm making a 3-minute film and it's taking this long, it's probably very difficult to make a full series of an episode, like a TV length episode or whatever. So I got recommended this game dev who used to work for Blizzard on YouTube, and I've been watching his shorts and his content, and it made me realize You know, there's like everyone's always focused on being the number one. You know, like it's one of the reasons why I keep up with my YouTube channel these days, because I realize I don't need to be the number one Pokemon Go battler YouTube channel to have, you know, a say in what's going on, to have people interested in what I'm doing and all that. But what I'm trying to say is, I can develop a game for Steam that just makes practical sense. Like it's a complete game. Is what it is, and something that I could just upload and potentially even sell it, like localize the prices for people. So yeah, like my goal would be to make a game that's, even if it's only like a 20-minute game or a 30-minute game, like I want to make a game that you could beat, play, and actually enjoy, and it's memorable. And I already have like a lot of the ideas planned out. I know that it's probably going to be an isometric game, so stylistically it'll just require me to kind of like make a bunch of sprites, which again, I'm not like necessarily new to the concept. So I guess like what I'm trying to get at with this conversation is I've realized that I can kind of utilize all my skills together, potentially maybe even like make some sort of like financial gains off of it. Which, you know, as an artist is probably one of the things I struggle with the most, is trying to profit off of my art. Because I tend to find it like ethically weird at times too, even though like, why wouldn't you want to make money off the art you slave over and stuff? But yeah, like my project I'm working on, I'm not being paid to work on it. I'm working on it on my own free will at the moment. Dang, I can't believe I'm about to lose to this because of that breaking swipe. But yeah. It's just one of those things, like when I first moved out to LA, I was a freelancer, but I moved away from that entirely, and I work a completely different job unrelated to my career. Like I work 2 jobs actually right now that are unrelated to my career. Primarily just to fund my creativeness, you know? Like I like keeping up with my YouTube channel and stuff because I like editing. I still love Pokemon. I'm a huge nerd for Pokemon, so it's hard not to just go live and I can sit here and talk about this stuff forever, you know, realistically. But yeah, like in regards to like competitive Pokemon, like I love it, but yeah, it's kind of like become less of a priority, especially knowing that I don't want to be an esports player like that. I'm not trying to go to these tournaments and compete. Like it's more just getting those quick dopamine hits, you know, maybe if I'm taking a shit or something, I want to play some battles. Or if I'm like stuck somewhere, it's like, why not just pull it out? But yeah, it's just tough to, it's important to like make sacrifices and priorities whenever you're really trying to do stuff, but yeah. Like it's easy to get caught up in like playing this game daily. But sometimes it's good to like take a step away and just kind of reflect, like, why do I even play this game, you know? And that's a great question. Is it nostalgia? Is it my cost, or was it sunk cost fallacy? Honestly, at this point, I do feel like I enjoy playing the game. It's just that, as you can tell, even like with some of these battles, I'm just like not even like tuned in. I'm more interested in my rant than I am if I'm gonna like, you know, like I'll probably make adjustments after today, if anything, to what I want to do in this format. It is, I do think Oranguru though, just like on a side note from my rant, Oranguru seems like it's actually really good in Retro Cup. It's been pretty clutch. Like, I'll just let this go through and I'll bring in Oranguru. But yeah, I mean, overall, like, I'm always going to be a huge Pokemon nerd. Even when I look at my past, I visited my house on the East Coast last year. Like, I don't get to see my family that often. But when I was out there, I was looking at my room, and it was pretty much just all paintings and art, like drawings I did back in the day, and Pokemon stuff. It's kind of crazy, like, how much Pokemon has been a part of my like gaming experience. But yeah, it's kind of like one of those things too where it does feel like the quality of Pokemon games has kind of dropped off a lot. Like, I mean, I'm not going to be in that camp where I say all Pokemon games are bad now. It's just that I feel that it's gone to a point where there's a lot of expectations on what is going to happen, and when those expectations aren't met, it turns into people being upset. And it's not even just a Pokemon thing. I think it's just like living in the current age we live in. Like nothing is like, are we ungrateful, or is it just everything is like actually that bad? I mean, maybe it is that bad, to be honest. But yeah, this is a GG. Yeah, I'm not excited to work tonight, but there is some news that I haven't really talked about. I definitely had some life-changing stuff happen to me over the last year that at some point down the line, I will share that information. But there's definitely like things behind the scene that kind of led to me prioritizing those things a little bit more. Like, you know, life just happens. And especially as you're getting older, like things are just inevitable that start to happen. All right, so we get a Lickitung lead. That should be fine. Yeah, I mainly just wanted to go live today just to touch base because I haven't posted at all on my YouTube channel. I really haven't streamed much on Twitch in general. I just wanted to touch base and let people know that, you know, what you're doing is probably fine. You want to enjoy yourself. It's important that you remind yourself you're playing these games to have fun, not to be working your third job that you're not getting paid for. Like, honestly, even like a top creator, it's hard for me to think it's like worth. Like, what is, like, I remember I did this, there's like a creator who used to make content back in the day, Hero Vange. He was a really big Sylph creator, and he quit the game around when Go Battle League became a thing. And his reasoning for quitting the game was actually just purely based on the fact that you just can't really make decent money as a creator playing that game. All right, that's a little unfortunate. I'm getting like this weird lag here. Like I was trying to do something there, but it wouldn't let me do it. But yeah, I mean, granted, I don't want to sit here and criticize this game too much because it's more about the person at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm getting like crazy lag. It's okay though. Yeah, that's pretty much game. I think I'm just gonna end it here, honestly. I don't even feel like playing anymore, if I'm being honest. Like, I'd rather get ready for work at this point. Because it's like, I gotta go to work in like 10 minutes or so, to be honest. Yeah, I'm getting like some, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if that was lag. Maybe it was just me. It felt like there was some weird lag at points in the match. But yeah, I'm just gonna end it here because personally, it's whatever, you know. Thanks for tuning into this stream. I hope you enjoy your first day of the season. I'll probably touch base. What are my favorite top 5 Pokemon? How about I answer that before I leave? So if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of bug type Pokemon. I've always loved them. I mean, they're not typically the strongest Pokemon in the game, but I think my favorite top 5 Pokemon. How about I'll do it like this. I'll put my first favorite Pokemon first. Snorlax is number 1 for sure. I think second would be Scizor. No, actually second would be Pinsir, because Pinsir was one of my favorite Gen 1 bug Pokemon. Scizor next. After that, I would say Heracross. And then I'm going to put Orthworm in 5 as probably one of my new favorite Pokemon, just because it's so goofy and I love Earth Eater as an ability. I loved using Orthworm competitively in VGC. And yeah, I wonder what that Pokemon will be like once they add it to Pokemon Go. But yeah, I mean, I'll be posting videos this season and such. I might do more live streams. If you enjoy like listening to my unfiltered thoughts about the game, I get a little concerned because there's a point where I went rampant criticizing this game. I mean, I've always kind of been standoffish about Pokemon Go. I'm not a big fan of Niantic as developers. But yeah, even way before Pokemon Go Battle League was out, I'd always talk about how raids are pay to win, etc. I mean, pay to win maybe is not the best term for it, but yeah, I mean, I might do more live streams on the channel. It's been fun just chatting for a bit. I mean, granted, maybe not the most impressive battles you've ever seen, but if you've enjoyed the conversation, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna get ready for work. The Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you're tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. And if you're watching on YouTube, definitely hit the like button. It does help my content reach a wider audience. Goodbye, friends. I will see you soon. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.